Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America, feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. It's been a morning. I did not have internet until about literally 8 minutes ago, and I am not exaggerating. Okay. Thank you to Sarah for helping grab some of the questions. I had about half. She grabbed the rest. Thank you. And we've got a great community here because of you. Thank you. All right. If you're watching on replay, hi. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in. Or watch back on like 1.25 speed. I do that a lot on YouTube. So deep breath. Okay, Phyllis, good idea. Okay. Good idea. Oh, thank you, Cherry Berry. All right, so on today's episode, let me scroll up and see what wonders await us. On today's episode, Lauren Bobert realized she couldn't win, so she's changing districts. And Jack Smith's new filing has told Trump to quote, or well, not quote, but basically put up or shut up. Notes that Congress members will testify and requests that Trump's ex-lawyers be made to talk. Boom, boom, boom. All over that. Okay. We love Jack Smith. Anyway, all right. So, and today is Thursday, the 28th. The only thing of note happening astrologically today, there is a void of course moon tonight from, well, I mean, this is Chicago, so Chicago time it would be about 6 p.m. to about 7:30 p.m. So when the moon is void of course, things can get a little disjointed. It's not a good time to start something new, but it's usually only a small amount of time. So that's this evening, Chicago time from about 5 to 6:30. My mistake. And then also this evening or this afternoon at 4:15, Mars will be square Neptune in the sky. So if you're trying to take action, Mars, about your dreams, your most dreamy of dreams, there may be some disconnection there. Like, I don't know, trying to get your dream job here on the internet and everything going kaplooey. Doug Dotson, I'm officially 1 year cancer free. Yes. I am so glad to hear that. Okay. Kristen from Uncover the News says facepalm news of the day, MTG calls for embalmers to testify to the GOP. Yeah, there's a lot. In a lot of the news that I've seen today, I just end up going, what? Yeah. And we haven't even gotten to Nikki Haley yet. All right, let's jump in. At 4.5 minutes in, we had 4 different people asking about BOEBERT. So actually 4:40, we'll put it at. Karen B, Lisa, Sharon Rice, and Kristen from Uncover the News were all asking about Lauren Bobert. She has decided to switch to the GOP-dominated 4th District of Colorado to win re-election in the House. Well, technically it would be a new election in the House. Anyway, she has represented the 3rd district since her election. Oh boy. Really? Really? Oh. So, Classy Grabby Hands is switching districts. Thank you, Jana. Queen of Cups. Well, we're going to enjoy this. We're just sitting back with, do I have any? Oh, I have a little bit left. Okay, so we're just sitting back with our drink. Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go, yeah, do your thing. We'll just watch. All right, High Priestess, 8 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. This is a little, oh, Kelly liked that. Oh, good. This is a little confusing. Well, I'd say she has secrets, but we kind of know what she does in the dark. 8 of Swords, that would be hemmed in. She can't go forward where she is. She can't go forward with the situation she's in. So she's looking for big change. Then I've got her just going ham on the far right over, just flying her far right flag. I don't know what's going on in the 4th district of Colorado. So I don't know what kind of chances she has there, but let's see if I can get any more information. So are you going to become the representative for the 3rd district of Colorado, Bobert? Teresa Ford asked, was she looking for a change? Is that what she was doing? Oh, she was looking for a district she could win. Star. Well, she does have name recognition. So, oh, look, it's the Emperor card. So nice to see the Emperor card in American democratic politics. /rant. Hang on a second. We lost internet, but don't worry about it. Alexa, turn on the on-air sign, please. Okay. I'm back. All right. Emperor, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Wands. The card, for what it's worth, the cards are saying she has a better chance in the 3rd district than she has where she was. She has a chance at a better future here, but Deb Marsh says it's Chip Roy's 4th district as he is not running. Oh, Michelle L. says the current incumbent of Colorado 4 is Republican Ken Buck, who announced he'll be retiring at the end of this term. It's a very red district, but that isn't to say they'll like Bobo. Thank you. Oh, Sherry Mom, I didn't even realize I did. I don't know, she's got some luck over there. At the Bullface says Bobert's running for retiring Buck's seat. It's primaried by 5 others. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to set off your A-name electronic thingy. What's it? Holly and France says the 4th district is deep red, a shoo-in for a GOP. Okay. Yvonne says she'll have 3 of the Republicans to beat in the primary. 6 of Swords. All right, so Hermit, 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords, 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Okay. She can't stay where she is. Trying something new. We know she's very far right, and this is voting. So what I've got is she has a chance, but the cards they're not exactly, the only major arcana here is the Hermit. I mean, it's just, this is weak. This is small. What she does have is name recognition. But Diana Cachet says there are already 4 primary GOPs running in the 4th. Oh, okay. And thank you for the nails, by the way. Thank you so much. Cherry Bomb says 4th district, saying she doesn't even go here. Yeah. Teresa Ford. Small change pennies. Yes. Hello, Elizabeth Anderson in Sweden. Hello. Yeah. I guess she has a chance, but it's wussy. CC Ryder's asking, don't you have to live in your district? No idea. Michael Hill says you don't need to live in the district, just the state. Thank you, Michael. Ace of Swords. Yeah, again, this starts 3 of Cups, Tower, Strength. I'm getting very weak energy for her in that race. What I am getting is we know there's stuff coming to Congress, to people in Congress. There's legal stuff headed their way, and we're going to it's going to be glorious. Thank you, Jack Smith, and everyone working with him. That's it. It's there. She has a shot, but the energy is weak. That's what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So at 13:10, Glenn was saying that Jack Smith has called Trump's bluff in filing. He basically wants X45 to show evidence of prosecutorial misconduct or hush. Will this have any effect? Yeah. Quit running your mouth with accusations and show your proof. Or this is getting a little dark now. Oh boy, no, that's not what I wanted. No, that's kind of the same. No, it's not. Okay, I'll just do this. All right. Sorry, Hassan. There we go. To show evidence. Michelle L. says Bobo may not be in a position to run for any seat if she's indicted next year. True. How's your new home, Michelle? How's Lula? How's the kitty? The energy I'm getting off of this is just glorious. I mean, this is, like, it makes me want to smile. It makes me want to just laugh. Knight of Cups. Oh, Jack Smith. He's got everything. He's got all the evidence laid out. just perfectly. Oh, Nine of Swords. Oh, Dumpy, you might want to worry. Nine of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Three of Wands, King of Pentacles. Well, yeah. He's got a lot of worry, and he's got a lot of lawyers. He's not certainly not listening. He doesn't want to do anything Jack Smith wants him to do, and he doesn't necessarily want to do what anybody else wants him to do. This is a card of refusal right in the middle, refusing the sensible suggestions here, or whatever is being offered here. It's like they're just no, I don't want to hear about it. No. Waiting for his ship to come in as the leader of the Republicans. Really? Now you're a king of pentacles? You're not an emperor? Coming down in the world, are we? Uh-huh. He's not going to listen. But this is with Judge Chutkin, isn't it? Because she has not shown a whole lot of patience with this kind of nonsense. Big old judgment against this. Mm-hmm. Hello, Tower card. Seven of Wands. Seven of Swords. Kaboom! On the defensive because you tried to steal an election? And if you want to make accusations and not just project, then you better come with the receipts. The energy, it's effervescent. Sorry, effervescent? What the heck was that? Effervescent. All right, so at 1730. Oh, this is glorious as well. Jack Smith, in his filings, he talks a lot about the speech and debate clause. Why does that matter? Because he says that the speech and debate clause may come up in some testimony. The only people who have any kind of cover from the speech and debate clause are members of Congress, which means he's got members of Congress testifying. So Jack Smith's latest filing suggests he has testimony from Congress members, and that testimony that incriminates Dumpy himself. Kelly says Pence. It could be Kelly, could be others. I don't know if the people if the Republicans in Congress specifically, or the far right Republicans in Congress, are losing sleep over Jack Smith, if they are waking up in a cold sweat, if they are they shiver when they hear the name, but maybe they should. Chariot, it's going to be a big deal when he moves. Big deal. Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Hanged Man, Seven of Pentacles. Oh, he's got, oh yes. Oh, this, yes, he has testimony. This should be, there we go. This was trying to get the victory. These leaders these conservative leaders in Congress, aggressive law enforcement coming at them. And basically, legally, to some extent, hanging these people up by their ankles and shaking them until, the coins drop out of their pockets to get the evidence. Yeah, he's got it too. I wouldn't mess with it. Oh, thank you, Glenn. Thank you. Oh, I didn't see it, but apparently Michelle has good news about what's going on. Good. I'll have to go back and check later. All right. So, and the last one related to this is specifically 2050, specifically about Trump's lawyers. The same filing also notes that Trump's former lawyers may be forced to testify about certain incidents and conversations. How much of a pickle is Donald going to be in? Michelle's cat is back home. Yay! Thank you, Valerie. Oh boy. How much of a pickle, Dumpy? Well, there's attorney-client privilege unless you are working to commit a crime. Oopsies. Judgment, Knight of Cups, 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 10 of Swords. I'm getting a little bit of energy of just sit back and watch the show. That's the sense I'm getting. It's an awful lot of work on their side, but on our side, it's put your feet up, get a nice little something, some tea or something nice to drink. So, judgment. That's the Knight of Cups here would be everyone working with Jack Smith. The burden. There's a partnership and a 10 of Swords. So this is not good for. This is not good for. Right there. That's not good for Trump. That's not good for Trump. That's good for us. The Knight of Cups and the 2 of Cups there. That's good for us. Here we are. Valerie Sargent, yes, rake stepping all the way. Oh, yeah. Step, thwack. Step, thwack. Step, thwack. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, there's next question here. I'm just going to pull 3 cards on it because, all right, 20, 23, 40. Thank you for being here. It has just been crazy. And it's nice to just spend time with you. So, the Colorado Secretary of State has urged the Supreme Court to act quickly to expedite their decision regarding Trump. Will they? I thought that they kicked everything back down to the... No, they didn't, did they? That was the immunity thing they kicked down. So the Supreme Court is... Because Colorado took him off the ballot, but Michigan is allowing him on. So that's going to the Supreme Court, correct? So. Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands, howling at the moon. Well, he's the Colorado Secretary of State is urging the Supreme Court to act quickly major arcana move things. But and Knight of Swords, this is aggressive movement in law. The far right on the defensive and then howling at the moon. But this is, I know that's major arcana, but trying to get a better sense of because the places around the country are already, by early January, are already sending out the orders to have primary ballots printed. Two of Wands. Hello, Justice. Okay. Ace of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Well, I've got a Justice card here, so that to me would seem like they're on it. I guess so. I guess they'll move along, but SW, SW says Trump has not filed an appeal on the Colorado Supreme Court ruling. He still has until January 4th. Excellent. Well, I mean, it's December 28th, so I guess when we're talking about acting quickly, I wonder if we're talking about the same thing. I mean, it's not going to happen in the next few days. I mean, maybe the question should have been more specific. I should have been more specific. I don't know. Anyway, okay. 2710. Now, this is quite the thing. Talk about an earthquake, a political earthquake. Newsweek is reporting that if the Supreme Court upholds the Colorado ballot decision, Trump's campaign could fold within 2 weeks. So by February, maybe? Whenever, but soon. If the Supreme Court upholds the Colorado ballot decision that Trump took part in an insurrection, and that means you can't be a government official, and no, you don't have to be convicted because that's not how it was originally written. Thank you, Jolie. Yes, thank you. CC Ryder says, Politico, 2 hours ago, the U.S. Supreme Court officially asked to take up Trump's 14th Amendment issue. The Colorado Republican Party asked the Supreme Court to reinstate Donald Trump on the primary ballot. Excellent. Thank you. David, is it Meinhardt? Says wishful thinking, but I'm wishing. Jeroboam, is that wouldn't it be nice if he would go home? Then we wouldn't have to hear him talk. Yes. This is breaking news. Trump's lawyers demand access to classified documents they say Jack Smith is trying to hide. Because they're top secret. Excuse me. But, can you imagine what the MAGAs would do? Oh boy. 5 of Swords, so thank you. Adding insult to injury. Well, just what he does all the time. 7 of Swords, Page of Wands, Lovers, King of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. Now I've got people still working. I'm so sorry. Valerie says, so now Jack is hiding the documents. Yeah. Thank you. 7 of Swords. Okay, so If Newsweek is reporting that if the Supreme Court upholds the Colorado ballot decision, Trump's campaign could fold within 2 weeks. Well, that's what they're arguing. His base would go through the roof. There's Trump the man, but I've got people still working. I got campaign people who still have a job. I wouldn't hold their breath about getting paid, but I've got people still working here. SW says if Trump doesn't file an appeal with the Supreme Court by January 4th, he won't be on the ballot, per the Colorado Supreme Court order. Okay. And CC Ryder was saying that the Republican Party is bringing some stuff. And Kristen says, just in, the Second Circuit Appeals Court has denied Trump's motion to stay the ruling rejecting his claim of immunity from E. Jean Carroll's lawsuit. Trump had asked for the stay and to delay the January trial while he considered appealing to the Supreme Court. So it has to go forward because you're being held liable for slander, and then you immediately went out and slandered her again. You moron. There's the government. High Priestess, 6 of Wands, 10 of Wands. They still will have I think Trump will still have a chance to win, but he's got so much baggage. And I'm wondering if the government is going to, if it's Supreme Court or whatever other part of government, is ultimately going to use some higher wisdom. It's burdened as heck. Reading on Trump is difficult, especially when trying to figure out if there's something that's going to happen, something bad legally that's going to happen to him, because day ending in Y. Sorry, the light's is very bold. It's overcast today, so it's just back and forth over that line. So, all right, let me move on to. Now, I heard about this morning, and I'm curious if there would be time, but experts are pointing out that the delay in Trump's federal cases has left a pretty nice window for Fani Willis to start the Georgia trials. Is this likely? Can she move things up that far? Is that a thing? Ember Glows Bright, just great name. I think Trump will win the nomination, but not the presidential election. Yeah. I know he's not going to be one. I don't know for certain, but I feel very, very strongly he's not going to win the presidency. Valerie Sargent says, do it, Fani. Do it. Do it. Judgment. Big old judgment. And she's ready. She really is. So, does Georgia start early? In the center, I've got a new start. Now, of course, his lawyers and, absolutely not. There's no way we can be ready in time. Blah, 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 blah. This is a new start. And as soon as they get into it, Trump is very much feeling all beaten up because of the aggressive way that Fani is laying out the truth. There's not going to be a whole lot of spoonfuls of sugar making this medicine go down. So I do have that in the middle. Thank you, Gerardo. Thank you. So, Sheridan says Trump's never ready for trial. Innocent people would want the trials to happen right away. Exactly. Oh, Aspie Third Eye. I love the nerdy reference. Trump is bright like Vanta Black. And if you don't know what Vanta Black is, do Google it. Trump is bright like Vanta Black. Yeah. No, visualize 70. No. Nope. Please take that out of the chat. My channel's still under probation, remember? Because apparently I glorify violence according to YouTube. How? But anyway. Whew. Okay, so. Oh, I'm not kidding. Karen B, if you're laughing at me, I'm not kidding. Yeah, David, troublemaker. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Janelle. That's very sweet. Okie dokie. Now, let's move on to Betty Cantrell asked this question, I think it was yesterday, but I didn't get to it, so let me get to it now. Cruel King, it's okay. Cruel King Abbott of Texas is attempting to make laws to just arrest migrants. Will this stand? Do we need to do something about the migration crisis or surge? I should say the migration surge. Yes. Should the answer come from anyone on the far right? Oh, heck no. I'm confused too. I even said, oh no, double check this. Let me say no. And they came back and said, nope, it's been double checked and 3 months. Every time I go into my dashboard, it's right at the top. I've got a warning. Lynette, I did appeal it, and now I can't. It won't let me do anything else with it. Lynette says you may be able to appeal that. Is a huge lawsuit going on about larger creators using copyright strike and other strike systems to target accounts with content they don't like. But it wasn't a copyright strike. So, but I hear what you're saying. But no, I did appeal. So here we are. Cruel King Abbott. I know I get distracted, but that's partially because Cruel King Abbott. Thank you, Karen B. I know. Marjorie says we'll have a party when the morning's over. Please. Thank you, David. Thank you. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Uncle Joe, could you please work something out with Moses Mike, the speaker Mikey? He hates everything, because we cannot leave this up to the far right. We just can't. Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. There's nothing good here. There's nothing. Nada. Other than the fact that, yeah, it does take a lot of resources to deal with the influx, but there's Abbott and the other far-right people in government screeching their tires, joining the chorus. I'm afraid there's nothing good here. But as far as arresting minors, I don't have that. Let me see. CC Ryder says Governor Greg Abbott signs a bill making illegal immigration a state crime. The new law would authorize police to arrest people they suspect crossed the Rio Grande between points of entry. Rio Grande. Knight of Swords, huh? That's aggressive. Aggressive law enforcement. Ten of Wands. High Priestess. Howling at the Moon. It's a real weakness for Biden's situation right now. It's not his fault, but this is going to continue to be a weakness for him. And I'm not saying it's his fault, and I'm not saying this is right. I'm not saying that he should but I'm not saying the people on the right are correct. I'm just saying it's going to haunt him. So, all right, if I turn on that light, I doubt that will help, but I'll try. Okay. So, have you heard about Nikki Haley? 4230. Oh my giddy aunt. Dear great Gussie. 4235. Okay, so this is the story. Nikki Haley was stumping in Berlin, New Hampshire on Wednesday, and she was asked by a potential voter about the battle between the states that started in her home turf of South Carolina. She attempted to explain it away as a conflict over the freedoms of what people could and couldn't do. Excuse you? That led to a back and forth with her questioner, who pressed her with, in the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answered that question without mentioning the word slavery. Yeah. Haley shot back, what do you want me to say about slavery? Next question. The Civil War was a conflict over the freedoms of what people could and couldn't do? Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? Wow. Okay, so people have called her on this, and she has said in town halls, I answer every question. And the Democrats are planting questions there. Of course, the Civil War was about slavery. That's the easy part. Yes, I know it was about slavery. I am from the South. That led to an avalanche of criticism on social media aimed at Haley for not owning up to the fact that she stumbled. Social media user Brian H. Jacobson cut right to the chase by writing, yes, Haley, it was a Democratic plant to ask you the gotcha question of what caused the Civil War. Yeah, that was a gotcha question. Now, what I find interesting here is that the news, different outlets in the news media are talking as if this is the end for her. This is the beginning of the end. Really? I don't know. I think you might be overestimating the MAGA voters. CC Ryder says it doesn't matter if a green M&M asked her the question. Although we would have loved to have seen that. Especially if the green M&M is wearing her new cool sneakers instead of high heels. Kelly says, I enjoyed President Biden's clapback. It was slavery. That was good. King of Pentacles. You want to be ahead. You want to be not only the president of the country, but you want to be the head of the patriarchal party. Good luck. Five of Wands, Star, Queen of Pentacles. Well, she's doing okay for now. For now. She's in the thick of it. She's having her moment. So will this continue on? Is she going to be the great nominee? Knight of Wands. Knight of Cups, High Priestess, and Judgment. I don't know that she's... it just feels like she doesn't have the backing of her own, the bulk of her own party. Doesn't matter how smart she is, how good she is, if she really wanted to be treated as an equal and appreciated for her accomplishments. Like, you know, I haven't worked at the UN. I haven't been a governor. Those are accomplishments. But if she wants to be taken seriously for her accomplishments like that, she's in the wrong party. Big old Judgment. You're in the wrong party. And Schneider, yeah. Who doesn't has the actor, what's his first name? Schneider. He played Bo Duke in the Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, him. You think he's going to vote for a woman? Think he's going to vote for Nikki Haley over Trump or another man? Lady, you're in the wrong party. John Schneider. Thank you, Lady Eva. Thank you, Greg. Isabel Moss, a woman of color, no less. Yeah. Okay. Good luck. All right, hang on a second here. Are you going to scroll down for me? There we go. Okay, so at 49:20. Thank you for going through the news with me. Thank you. So, New York City Mayor Eric Addams has issued an executive order to stem the flow of migrants being bussed in from Texas and Florida until the city can get federal assistance in placing them. Will the federal government step in and finally restrict Abbott and DeSantis from sending these people elsewhere? Six of Pentacles. These people need help. They need help. They didn't walk 6,000 miles with in the horrendous conditions and the bad state of for funsies. Hello, Justice card. 8 of Wands, Sun, 5 of Wands, Strength. I do think I do have a feeling Biden's going to step in and do something good. Got a Justice card here. That's both good and bad. This could be the courts getting involved. It could be getting legal status, asylum seekers. It could also be the cruelty in Texas. With the 8 of Wands next to it and all the far right stuff flying through the air, I would guess that it's more that. This is in the southern states and the southern border. And that's the funny thing, isn't it? Isn't it funny how there's all this talk about the border. Don't most migrants come in through the airports? Or is it just that people who come in through the airports might have a tiny bit more money, so therefore we'll go after them last? Rancor, but this. Oh, thank you, Mara. Thank you. Thank you. That feels like dark Brandon. That feels like Biden and the Biden administration just stepping in and coming up with some kind of good solution. That's what it feels like. There's just a bunch of stuff going on, and then suddenly, boom. Yes. Yeah, it feels like the Biden administration is going to come up with something good. So, Shirley, yes, the sunglasses, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So, fingers crossed, 5250 at 5250. Oops, what happened? Something went wrong. Make it 53. All right, 15 Republicans with links to January 6th are up for re-election in 2024. 15. And Dems are going in hard against them. Will the left claim any of those seats? Now, the 15 Republicans with links to Jan 6, is that Sarah grabbed this, so I didn't see the article. Is that just in the Senate, just in the House, or is it both? Because I would think it'd be more than 15, but all right, Democrats, temperance. Okay. 9 of Pentacles, devil. 5 of Wands. 7 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Oh, I think we might get some of those. Right now, Republicans think they're sitting pretty, but the heinousness, corruption, everything Trump-related is causing rancor here and putting them on the defensive, and this is a new start for Democrats. So that is saying, will the left claim any of those seats? This is saying yes. So okay. Sandy Miller had a question as well at 55 minutes in. All right. How is our collective energy doing as a whole? Are we shifting? Are we shifting toward oneness and non-duality? How is our collective energy doing as a whole? Empress. See your halo? Seven of Swords, Temperance, Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Hello, boo-boo. How you doing? Page of Pentacles. How's the collective energy doing? It kind of depends on what part you're in. Hello, dear. My belief, we are all connected to the divine. My belief is that all of our souls are tiny pieces of the divine. We are all connected forever. Now, the problem is when we're on this plane of existence, we get a lot of separation, and it's tough. And there are people who get a zero-sum game mindset that anything you have is something that's been taken away from me. I think these people do not understand. I think people who believe it's all a zero-sum game, I think they don't realize how big the world is, how many people are in the world, just the sheer scale of everything. But Temperance. So that's good. But then I've got a Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and a Page of Pentacles. So other than this Temperance card, there's a lot of zero-sum game thinking, which is sad, but it's also human. I mean, things are already better than they used to be. I mean, we just... there was, is it Elizabeth Wheatley? Is that her name? There's a woman who does shorts on YouTube and I think TikTok, but she is also a novelist. I just got her book. I haven't started it yet, but she does these good things. And one of the things she was talking about was the fact that she writes kind of medieval ages inspired fantasy novels. She said one of the problems that she runs into is it's really hard to talk about that time period without talking about the church, because the church was kind of everything. It was the hospital. It was the Elizabeth Wheatley. Yes, that's her name. And book. Yeah, I just got her book one. Dangerous Assassin. I haven't read it yet, but she was talking about that and how everything was just so centered around the Catholic Church. And so even if you're trying to write fantasy, it is a challenge in world building to not have one big church. The lady even says, yes, the church was the center of everything during that time period. Janelle is saying the church was like the government. Yeah. So, and that's where we were, but that's not where we are now. So things are definitely getting better. But at the same time, you know, we are long vibrationally, we're quite a long way down from the divine, a number of steps down in vibrational energy, that we're always connected, but So some people, they have a hard time connecting. They have a hard time accepting there is a connection. Five of Pentacles. They feel, abandoned and lost, but it's not a good way. Being focused entirely on the material is it's not a good life. It's really not. But so they're still there, but we've already improved. Michael Hill says 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Actually, I think it's more like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Honestly. Lynott, yes, hospitals, hostel, charity center, even small towns revolved around local abbeys. Yes. Political people who were inconvenient. If you didn't want to unalive them, you'd send them to a monastery or whatnot. So anyway, things are getting better. They are. But we just have to remember that. All right. So thank you. That's going to do it for me for today. I've done your 12 questions, and I've got a clean slate for tomorrow. If you've got more questions, I'm going to be here. So it is 1:09 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. We just want to encourage you. And other than that, yeah, I'll be right back here tomorrow. Saturday night is Patreon, the Patreon monthly Patreon social. I don't have super expensive tiers, so you can come on, and if you're a patron, and it's a private stream. It's not public, but people come on the screen with me if they want. You can stay in the chat or come on the screen, and you can put names to faces of people you see in the chat, and it's a lot of fun. So that is the last Saturday night of every month, which is night after tomorrow from 8 to 10 p.m. Also, Sunday night, I believe, is it Sunday night? Yeah, Sunday night is New Year's Eve, and at about, I want to say around 7, or pretty early on, Jen Lin is doing a fundraiser for World Kitchen. So I'm going to be on there for a little while at least. So I'll have to gather some questions together. She asked that everybody who joins in bring some questions, because they're going to be on for hours and hours and hours, and they're going to run out of questions. Whereas I've already had quite a long day, so I'll be on earlier in the live stream, but I definitely want to be there to help support the World Kitchen. So yeah, so that's what's going on around here, but I will be right back here tomorrow. You are not alone. We are in this together, and there really are good days ahead. So hang in there, and I'll see you tomorrow.